What's up again, guys? Axel Ed from Kansas City. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to go ahead and wrap up our final upgrade in the mana buildings and troops. So we're going to get those troops updated here. I'm going to speed this video up a little bit just to try to kind of like not bore you guys, but just kind of let you guys see what it really takes to actually complete and finish the Mana 2 troop power. So that's what this video is about. And well, you guys will see for yourselves what I'm talking about. But you know, I think that'll be the most I'm going to actually drop into that particular update, just because it took so much already to get it where it is now, and we will see that in just a minute here. And I did speed that up. I'm going to pause and speed it up just a little more. I don't want this video to be prolonged too much. I just kind of want you guys to see what you actually have to do there. As you know, guys, the mana chamber, I'm going to take that down a little bit. There we go there. All right, as you guys know, the mana chamber there takes every bit of about 1,400 to upgrade, guys, and that is equivalent to what, 14, about, what's that, 7,000 or so, like that, mana crystals just to update that mana chamber by itself, which you do need that in order to you need that in order to get to the mana, to get your troop power updated. So you can see what we have up there in the corner, what we had when we started with the mana crystals that we had. And with this go around, I didn't really have enough mana crystals to actually complete it, but I did want to go and see, because as you guys can see right there, you get infantry basic attributes 0.4 per meter per level inside of that particular cube there. And so each level or each meter does give you an extra 0.4 boost, which of course is not equivalent to 1% troop power, but it does make a difference. So as you can see right in there, I'll click on it for you, let you guys see what I'm talking about there. So there we have our troop power. Mana infantry is charged to 2.8. I am going to circle back around and get the troops up to level 2 completely, which will be a 2% mana charge rather than 2.4. Actually, I'm sorry. Actually, it will be a 4%, guys. It will be a 4% increase in troop power rather than the 2.4. So I was really just kind of waiting, guys. There were some things in here I really did want to get that I'll show you guys. It's you know, that I really wanted to work on. My gear, dead book scrolls, I think that's one of them. Those are some that is some gear I would like to have. It's not that I need it, but it is something that I thought would be good to have. I really do like it. It's one of the ones I am close to having it. I need just like one or half of, I just need very little to make it already gold, to make the scroll gold. And as you guys can see, I got some ointment on my nose there, but don't worry about that. Anyway, let's get into the, let me see what we got here. Okay, so those are the things that I have gotten. You guys do know that the mana surge gives you far more mana crystals than the mana bundle. And so I was actually really waiting for the mana surge to come back around, and I was also waiting for the 1+1 coupon to come back around so that I could use the diamonds that I have already to get the remaining mana crystals that I need to completely upgrade my true power to level 2 and get the full 4% true power. But that didn't pretty much happen. Now we'll speed this up, guys. Just a little bit of, intermission here. I'm gonna speed that up. So I thought this was kind of lame, to be honest. It's really nothing. But the one of the deciding factors in this, guys, is that IGG is allowing for decorative items, decorative things, these decorative icons, or figures, all of these different items are going to also have additional stats associated with them. So that is a pretty big game changer as well. Who does it benefit? It does not really benefit any of the low spenders. Those big boosts in stats will definitely help Baron and Emperor and Chalice fighters and guilds have a little bit more edge, especially those who are looking to win a Baron or win a Emperor. It gives them a little bit of a boost. So that is something that's good, but it doesn't really help me at all. But you do have to use pretty much every one of these sweethearts and these coins that I got were basically from daily logins and things like that, or maybe some events or something like that. I did not purchase any of them. I don't think I did at all. So they were just basically free. Same as with this here. There's really not really anything in here that I'm pretty much a fan of. I love Coca-Cola. But it's just they don't have any of the things I think I'm interested in to even desire to buy into it or accumulate the tokens that I would need to make use of them and exchange them for something meaningful. I just didn't see anything in there, guys. So we're gonna kick to the second half. There you can see right there the different sorts of things you can get, guys, in that castle pop-up shop. Pretty lame. But we're going to get to the second half of this video. I will keep the video moving as fast as I can. There you can see it. It's at level 1 with that decorative thing, and there's the stats that you get. You get some research speed and that rich chocolate cake. No army attack or anything, but if you're going to be doing research, that's something you can add a little extra boost to your research. So it's crazy how IGG is looking to make money off of this. And it's they could come up with a way. IGG could definitely come up with a way for free-to-play players to earn some special gifts or special castle skins or something for free-to-play. Because if IGG is capable of constantly adding all of these multiple variations of events and games and things like that, then they could certainly do it for free and no charge to free-to-play players. And only thing IGG would need to do is make it a timed event where you have to log in, you have to spend some time doing it, make it not too complex or complicated, but it will be something for free-to-play players to, spend time. It's not what I'm basically saying is IGG should come up with something for players who don't spend on the game to be able to earn some sort of gifts and meaningful materials that they can benefit from to upgrade and enhance their account and their playing experience, rather than always having to put a price tag on every different upgrade and update that IGG comes out with that is mainly focused on the players who spend on a very high level. So here we go, guys. We're going to look at let's go ahead and look at the second half here and let's go ahead and get that true power completely built up here to level 2. Now I was really waiting day after day after day. I will slow it down a little bit. Now I will admit I was waiting to use my diamonds for the 1+1, but I was really hopeful or wishful that the Mana Surge would come out and I could use it on there, because even with using the 1+1 coupon there with my diamonds, you still don't get as many mana crystals as you would if you had used the mana surge. So I was really, that's why I was really holding the that's one of the things I was holding my diamonds for, and kind of refrain from buying some other things in there. I did, as you can see, I didn't really go into any of the discount delights. I saved it for the true power upgrade. So here we have it, guys. We got some more, and I'm over here with my guy Captain with red rum here. Gonna get some resources for him, some rest, several billions of some rest. I can always use rest. You just run through it all the time when you're training troops, or not training troops, but healing troops. It is a big resource user. So that's why guys message me and they ask, can they get gems? They see the gems, and I may have to start making videos where I cover up my gems, and I have, because people always watch the videos and they say, give me some of those gems. It's nothing to you, it means something to me. But if you're using gems just to make troops, then what are you going to use to heal those troops? You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? Because it costs. You really can't use gems to both train troops and sustain troops. It just is. People don't really realize how expensive it is to use gems to build up an account or to enlarge an account. It just doesn't work that way, guys. So here we go. We've gotten 2 troop stripes now, all the way to level 2, and we are left with the range, and we're pretty much out of mana crystals. I can continue to use the normal daily packs and go ahead and finish that, and I will, to level 2, which I will. That's cool. That's relatively simple, relatively costless. It's easy to do, so we'll get that done. And there you're gonna have that. So we got the troops done, and that's cool. That is where I am going to discontinue on that upgrade. My account is pretty much relevant now. Yeah, I've upgraded my true power to 2 out of the 5, or is it? Yes, true power 5, right, guys? Yeah, so I think that's as far as I'm sure that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna buy into any more upgrades, guys. That's just extremely expensive, guys. And IGG plays too many games. They play a lot of games because they could have easily came out with the Mana Surge when they had the 1+1 pack out. It's just things that they do intentionally. IGG does things intentionally to make sure that people end up spending more rather than getting items or materials or packs discounted further than the rate and time that they allow for or give out discounts or special things. So that does it for me on that, guys. We'll get those last 2 meters, those last 2 levels upgraded for, which that'll be cool. I don't mind that, but I'm gonna stop there. I would like to continue, but it just doesn't really make sense to keep going that deep into it for literally nothing. Really nothing. It's just too costly. As you can see, what it actually took to get level 1 and level 2 true power, and level 3 is even deeper than that, guys. So that could be a real pain in the butt. And so I'm going to pause here and go in game, guys, and let you guys see a little bit more right quick. Okay, we're back in game. So and there's probably a few things I left out in the last portion there, but you guys get the gist of the whole video. It's just basically to show you guys exactly what it costs to actually and what it takes to actually get your true power to level 2. Is no joke at all. So your castle is 545 mana crystals, which is over 2,500 in itself. Your mines are or almost 300, so that's like almost 1,500 in itself. Those two combined are 4,000. You have a infirmary that is 150, so that's going to be 750 added to that 4,000. You have things like your academy, which is going to run you 1,500, and then the castle wall is really another expensive one, another 2,500. So you're looking at quite a bit there. Your prison here, that's another 1,000 plus. You have your manor here, which is 500 plus. Farm there, another, and it is insignificant. You'll have your lunar foundry. That is going to be extremely costly for the lunar foundry to go to level 3, and that's a whopping 3,600 by itself, guys. So that is a lot there. You still have things like your stronghold here, another 600. The altar, another almost 2,000 of them. What else we got here? Embassy is going to be 1,500, and battle hall is going to be 500, 600. You have that's pretty much it, guys. But that's a lot, though. That is quite a bit. Now the this one here is going to be your mana chamber is going to be real ridiculous, guys, to do. I'm talking about they're talking about almost 12,000 just for that alone. 12,000, guys. 12,000 mana crystals. That is a huge amount, guys. It's not a joke. Not a joke at all. So we're at 272. Let's see what we can do there. How far we can make it go. So we got about 40 something mana crystals out of there, which is cool. 300. We had 300. Just because we did some research there, guys. We got some research done and was able to get additional daily mana refinement and things like that. Still a ways to go, guys. Mana Steel, boom, extra refinement, and then your Mana Steel that's required to unlock the highest level of the troop power. So that's where I get off of the, that's where my eliteness and my level stops at mana level 2, and I'll wait for the next update to come and try to keep it relevant if I'm still playing the game. So overall, I think it's I mean, some people ask, do I see a difference in attacks? It seems like there's a small difference, but you can't really tell when you're doing solos or things like that what kind of advantage you might have. If you guys look at the last video that I did with just level 1 troop power, it wasn't pretty much anything amazing. So I don't know. I don't really know, guys, because they say that you get it's 4%. It's 4% of what though? Is it 4% of the actual troop power? You see what I'm saying? Let me look at something right here. Let's look at something. Here's T4. T4 has a power and might of 36. 4% of what is what I'm wondering. 4% of what? 4% of the 4% of the troop type's power. What else can you gauge it off of? So you get 4% of however many. Four percent of attack power might. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. So that's what I want to show you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something about this update and all of this these decorations that are now carrying attack. As you can see, that the Archer of Love has given me an additional 1% training speed and 0.5% range speed. And that event has ended, but IGG obviously will come up with other ways for you to get those archers in order to continue to upgrade the effects and the boosts that provides. Alright, what do we have here? Expedition. We got this again. Not a fan of it. 16 of these. Yeah, so I don't get it, guys. Who's not gets it? 11 days left, guys. Just, I don't really see stuff in there that's really attractive. Not at all, guys. Alright, so there we have that. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I just feel like, a lot of you guys ask, you're like, okay, why do the update? You have to. I mean, you really, as I've explained in certain comments, you do. If IGG has a troop update, you're gonna have to do it, guys. There's just no way to play a strategic war game and not have that troop type if you are a real player. Now, there are some trap accounts that may not desire to have that particular troop type because some of them don't even want T5. Some of them just use T3, T4. Some may not even use T4. That's kind of cool. But as IGG continues these updates, to where they actually have T6 or something better, then those accounts and those traps and those players who refuse to update their accounts are going to fall even further behind, and they're going to be forced to upgrade to T4 or maybe T5. So I just think that is an update that IGG knows everyone is anticipating, everyone was looking forward to, and everyone desires. So why not, from IGG's perspective, why not go ahead and make that new troop update radical and very more costly than they have in anything in the game? And that's what IGG did. Now, do they know that players, a lot of players are not going to be able to do that? Yes, it's going to separate a lot of the players from other players, the big spenders, from players who cannot even afford something like that. Totally understandable from IGG's point. They are risk takers. They feel like it may not bring in the mega bucks that they really would love to have, but over time, IG feels like this is an update that over time will continue to rake up lots of money just for years to come, guys. They're going to be making money off of that for years to come. And it's not going to get any better. So, it's an unavoidable upgrade. And so what are you guys thinking, like players who will not participate in this upgrade? They're players who do it. They don't get Astrolites. They may not want Mythic. They may not want the new mana buildings. They may not want you got Astrolites, and they may not want familiars, pack 5s, and they also may not want artifacts. So it's really, some players just refuse to pour more into the game, and as you guys know, it's difficult. It's real difficult to sell your account. So that's just how it goes, man. It's part of the game. So it's all for a particular time. People are gonna just walk away from the game, no matter how much they've invested in it, no matter how much they poured into it. So so that's where I'm at. I'm like, it's an update you're not gonna get around if you are a player who really likes the game and you really do want to war. You really do want to keep your account looking nice and updated. I just don't see how you can get around it. It's just like, I don't see how I can get around it. And it's just like, it's people, free to play players, majority of people want T4, they want T5. And, this new update of Mana Chamber and Mana Troops, it's just really, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to really be a tough one. And like I said, I think the reason IGG will get away with it is because it's going to make money over and over and over again as people spend little by little by little. When you get so many players who are spending little by little, that becomes a whole lot. So IGG, even though they made it super expensive, they got players spending and participating and playing events and doing all sorts of things to get mana crystals to ease toward and to gradually move toward trying to get their troop power to level 1 and things like that. So then you have those players who are rich and who really do enrich IGG, and they can upgrade these things and this new update in a month. So IGG will continue to add other updates, such as the decorative things that are now added. These decorative things are now added to add even more. 13 days. It's level 4. Requirement not met. It's research boost of 2%. So yeah, it's as IGG comes up with other little ways, just outside of the box, like these decorative things to, I mean, I don't know who came up with that. There's things that they can decorate their castle with that has also power and boosts. So it's like, it's really no limit, man. It's no limit on what IGG can do to give out extra boosts and stats and all sorts of events and icons and items and all these things to make the appearance, certain looks, all these collaborations, everything going on. It's like, man, it's crazy. So yeah, guys, you just can't avoid it. You know, some people don't want to, but it's just the way of the game. So with that being said, have a great week, guys. It is Monday. Got a snowstorm winter advisory here in Kansas City. So I'm out. Take care, guys. Thanks for viewing.